Hi, I'm Christine Vanderpool. I am the Chief Information Security Officer for Molson Coors Brewing Company, based out of Denver, Colorado, and I am responsible for everything and anything IT, security, governance, risk, and compliance from an IT perspective, also identity and access management, cybersecurity, the whole gamut of globally across the entire corporation, which spans 50 plus countries, 238 plus brands, so quite a large organization. IT professionals are particularly not that great at career development. I think it's just naturally most are very introverted, and I think to have really good, successful career development, the key, number one, is it's your development. You have to own it. You can't just sit back and expect your boss or your leadership to just see you as something great and promote you. You really have to do it yourself, right? You have to own it. You have to decide what that looks like. So in my talk, I talk about the first thing is to think of yourself as a company, yourself. And all companies have a mission statement. So it really helps you hone in on what you want to do with your own career if you have an overarching mission statement. And that is obviously going to change throughout, time. And again, it's just a guiding principle, if you will, of what you want to accomplish. So a great example for me is Molson Coors' mission statement is to be first choice for customer and consumers. Well, I've simply flipped that around a little bit and said I want to be first choice for IT executives when they have an IT question or strategy. I want to be the first person that they come to. I want them to know they can trust me. I want them to know that I'm going to give them a good response and a good answer and what it is hopefully that they're looking for, right? And I'm going to be honest about it and straightforward and give them hopefully the good information that they need. So that's sort of where I've said that's my mission statement, to be first choice. First choice when I'm the right resource to give them the answer that they need, right? That they're not going to go to somebody else. The second thing that I talked about was around that people are really no different than a product. And you have to market yourself, which is something that a lot of people are really not comfortable with, right? But if you think about it, I always equivalent it to like a 6-pack of Coors Light in the freezer at or fridge at your grocer, right? There's thousands of brands to choose from. So how are you going to get somebody to choose you off the shelf rather than your competitor or your coworker, right? What is it about you that's going to attract them to you and make them want to choose you? And part of that is what I say, you have to think about what makes you iconic and what makes you you, right? We all change and mature, and we can dial up our personalities or dial down our personalities, but there are core brand truths about who you are, and you should never, ever discount those. You should never give up on those or hide those, because you'll just be miserable. And then the last one is to really map out your journey, right? Figure out how you're going to get there, what you're going to do. And it's really about, a lot of people talk about career development. And to me, it's not just about development, right? It's about career fulfillment. What are you going to do that makes you more fulfilled and happier? I mean, honestly, we all want to be part of something bigger than ourselves, right? So if you think about what you can do to make you a more fulfilled and well-rounded individual and worker, you're actually going to develop yourself. You're going to pick up new skills. You're going to learn new things as you are becoming a more fulfilled person. So a great example that I use for myself is I like doing things like this. I like speaking, I like writing, I like doing those things. They augment my career. They also help me develop to be a better speaker or to be more strategic in my mindset. Ask for feedback, right? Ask for feedback from your leaders. Ask for feedback from your employees. Ask 360. Get all perspectives of feedback. And it's going to be hard. Ask for the real feedback too. Not just, people like to give the positive feedback, which is wonderful, and you need to hear that so you know where you are doing well, but you need to hear the bad as well. You need to get the constructive criticism so that you can figure out where you need to improve and work on, right? So you want both aspects. So you know where you're doing good, and you also know where you need to work. And then I think the other thing too is mentorships. I'm really big into, I have mentors who have mentored me throughout my whole career, and I also in turn mentor other people. And I think that, again, you get that feedback, you get different perspective, and don't just look at mentors from your own internal company either. Try to get mentors out in the world that work for other companies that are just somebody that you really look up to. Maybe it's another executive, especially as women. It's really important to find that other female out there that is in a position that you really respect and you like her views. Go sit with her. Ask her to be your mentor and ask her how she got where she is today. And then once you start to improve, then you can do the same thing for someone else. So those are my two big keys.